Just like that, we're already on the final week of the high school football regular season. This is a live look at Nolensville High School, the home of the Knights, as they try to do something no team has done this season and knock off their rivals, the Page Patriots. Much more on this game in just a bit. Football Frenzy Live starts right now. I'm Jill Jelnick, and welcome into Football Frenzy Live, sponsored by Wilson Bank and Trust. A lot on the line tonight for the final week of the regular season. We'll preview several big games tonight that will decide the region champion, and will also tell us who will have home field advantage in the next postseason next week. Plus, we'll also have our FFL forecast, our Fox 17 Top 17, and much more. But first, let's start with some Thursday night lights, because there was a big one last night in Wilson County. I'm talking about the undefeated Mount Juliet Golden Bears taking on the undefeated Green Hill Hawks. Rain coming down as the winner of this one takes home the Region 4 6A title. Golden Bears get on the board first thanks to this field goal from kicker Daniel Echeverria, giving Mount Juliet a 3-0 lead. But it didn't last long. Hawks with the handoff to running back Zach Cartwright. Cartwright makes a couple nice cuts, gets taken down around the 15, and the Hawks take advantage. Quarterback Cannon Burrows fakes the handoff, races into the end zone for the first touchdown of the game. Green Hill on top 6-3, and the Hawks keep it going. This time Burrows hands it off to Nick Owens Jr., jumps over a tackle, bulldozes his way in for the score. Green Hill hands the Golden Bears their first loss of the season last night and stays undefeated with a 12-10 win. Now, with the win, Green Hill will host Blackman in the first round of the 6A playoffs next week. As for Mount Juliet, the Golden Bears will also host the first round. They will welcome in Coffee County next Friday. A couple other matchups already set for the first week of the postseason. Cookeville will travel to Riverdale in the first round. Lebanon Blue Devils will face off against the 9-1 Oakland Patriots. And in Region 5 4A, Marshall County took down Pearl Cone in overtime last night. These are last night's scores. They won the title 24-21. Smyrna Bulldogs closed out the regular season with a 37-8 win over Cane Ridge. Bulldogs will advance to the playoffs, and Antioch Bears also closing out with a big win over Laverne last night. Bears also advance to the postseason as well. So big congrats to them. Our game of the week this week features two rivals just down the road from one another, the 8-1 Brentwood Bruins and the 9-0 Ravenwood Raptors. Winner of this one tonight gets the Region 6 6A crown and home field advantage. Now, winner of this game would also be able to host as many as 3 playoff games. So we're talking about the first 3 rounds of the 6A playoffs, where as the second place team, well, they would be able to just host the first round. Both of these schools are very familiar with postseason play. In fact, the two faced off in the 6A state quarterfinals last year, with Brentwood walking away with a 27-20 win. Ravenwood head coach Will Hester telling me this week his players grew up with the players at Brentwood High School. They're all close friends, and they know what to expect when these teams get together on Friday night.
Yeah, I mean, there's really no need to talk much about what they are. Our kids know them. They're all best friends. They all spend a lot of time together outside of football. We know that we're going to get their best effort regardless of the records. If either one of us were having a great year, it would be an unbelievably tough fight, right? So they're 8-1, we're 9-0. It's going to be a battle of two really, really good teams who are going to play all 48 minutes.
I'll have much more on this matchup, including how Brentwood is preparing for the Raptors, coming up later in the show. But for right now, let's go ahead and take a look at another big matchup tonight. Undefeated Page Patriots taking on the Nolensville Knights for the Region 6 5A title. For more on this game, let's send it over to Johnny Maffey, joining us now live from Nolensville High School, filling in on our FFL crew. Johnny, first of all, welcome to the Frenzy. What can you tell us about this matchup, including what's at stake tonight?
That judgment calls are made in good faith.
Hey, thank you very much, Jill. So one thing we know is the Region 6 5A title is on the line tonight as Nolensville and Page are renewing their rivalry. Now, the Nolensville Knights, they need to do something nobody's done all year, take down the undefeated Page Patriots. Nolensville's head coach Paul Derrick tells me Well, his boys are fired up tonight, and they need to play their best game all year, and they've been ready, they're preparing, and that's all you can ask for as a head coach. Another thing he tells me is, well, as they've been preparing, they need to take care of the football today, because one thing we know is he acknowledged the Patriots are a tough test, but that is why you play the game. Now, to the other sideline here, Patriots junior Knight Wilson and the Page defense has been a no-fly zone this fall, allowing just 13 points the entire season. On the other side of the ball, Eli Whitson, he's the center on the offensive line for the Pats. They've given the offense some time to work. The team scoring 28 points or more in all but one game this season. I asked head coach Charles Rathbone about those blowouts and how he preps his team maybe for a closer matchup. He says he knows his players will go hard for every play no matter what the score is, and he doesn't need to say much before this matchup to get his guys fired up. It's a rivalry game here in Nolensville, and we're going to be showing you some of the atmosphere, because I can hear the student section right now, and the band is going as well. We'll be talking to the AD in just a few minutes. For now, though, from Nolensville, Jill, back to you.
All right, special thanks to Johnny filling in for us tonight. Time now for our FFL forecast, and for that, let's go ahead and bring in Fox 17 meteorologist Brett Luna, standing by live from our game of the week at Ravenwood High School. Brett, we're getting close to kickoff. How's it looking out there tonight?
Hey Jill, we're out here at Ravenwood High School in Williamson County. Great night for any sort of football that's going on really all across Middle Tennessee and Southern Kentucky. Couldn't ask for much better weather. No rain that we've had to worry about, anything like that. The clouds cleared out of here too. It is going to get a little bit cool as we head into the rest of the night, but still not too bad at all again for this time of year. As far as any rain goes, it is all dry for us right now. Temperatures not seeing any sort of bad temperatures across Middle Tennessee and Southern Kentucky. We're really in the upper 50s to the lower 60s for most areas. Winds, there has been just a little bit of a light breeze, about 5 miles an hour, and that is it. So just very, very calm weather for us right here in Williamson County, and that same story can be said for all of Middle Tennessee and Southern Kentucky tonight. So leading into the games tonight, beautiful weather will continue into those. As we move into Saturday, we're still looking at nice weather too. We're going to get mostly sunny skies. It's going to stay pretty warm too. And then for Sunday, we're not looking at any rain chance still, but that rain chance is going to come as we head on into early next week. I'll have a little bit later on here in the show when you can expect the rain and have more of the timing on that coming up for you here in just a bit.
All right, thanks so much, Brett. Well, we're just getting started here on Football Frenzy Live. After the break, we'll check in on that other sideline for our game of the week, break down what's at stake for the Brentwood Bruins. Stay with us. The Frenzy is back right after this.
You're watching Football Frenzy Live!
Welcome back to Football Frenzy Live, sponsored by Wilson Bank and Trust. A live look at our game of the week as the Ravenwood Raptors get ready to host the Brentwood Bruins for the region title. These two teams faced off twice last season, first in the regular season and then in the 6A state quarterfinals, and both times Brentwood came out on top. Now, Brentwood did graduate a handful of starters from last year's team. Only 4 starters are back on offense and 1 back on defense this season. Their motto has been build. You can see that word on the back of their helmets, and that's because all offseason the Bruins' main goal was to build chemistry with one another leading up to that first game, and clearly it's paid off as the Bruins play for the region title tonight. Head coach Clint Finch telling me this week they've faced adversity all throughout this season, and they know that experience will come in handy tonight.
It's one of the coolest experiences that kids get to play in. I tell our kids all the time they're very fortunate to get to play in this kind of atmosphere on Friday night. Really a big part of this game is who handles the moment best. This is a game where sometimes, to be honest, the better team doesn't always win because maybe the better team doesn't handle the moment, doesn't handle the emotion, doesn't handle the noise very well. So we've just stressed to our kids, handle the moment, go out, be who you are. You've played in big games all year. You've played in close games all year. We're going to need you to do it this Friday to pull off a win.
The Bruins have only 1 loss so far this season. That came back in week 2 against their other rivals, Brentwood Academy. Since then, Bruins have rattled off 7 straight wins. Coming up next, we'll check back in on another big game in Williamson County as the Knights try to knock off the Patriots. Stay with us. The Frenzy is back right after this.
You're watching Football Frenzy Live!
Welcome back to Football Frenzy Live, sponsored by Wilson Bank and Trust. We are inching closer and closer to kickoff for our game of the week. Ravenwood Raptors and the Brentwood Bruins getting ready to kick off over there in Williamson County. But that's not the only big game tonight in that county. Also, another region champion will be crowned as Nolensville and Page go head-to-head for the Region 6 5A title tonight. For more on that game, let's send it over to Fox 17's Johnny Maffey, joining us now live from Nolensville, an electric environment. And Johnny, we previewed the matchup earlier. I have to believe it's going to be a huge night for Nolensville High School and that community.
Yeah, that's absolutely right, Jill. One thing we know, it's going to be tough for Page to communicate on offense. That's because of these cheerleaders right here. And this neon crowd in the background. AD Zach Hudson joining us now live. How about this atmosphere?
Yeah, this is awesome. This is high school football at its best. We're excited for this big matchup with Page, but should be a fun night.
We know everyone loves the band. The cheerleaders are hyped up, but the neon, they got the glow. They got a theme every week. What else can you ask for?
No, the students show up, the community shows up. It should be a great night. We're really excited.
Definitely. So the home field advantage, hopefully a factor tonight. I know Page is going to be a tough matchup. What can you expect?
Yeah, Page is really good. Obviously, it's playing for a region championship, which is a big deal. So hopefully we play well and make it a four-quarter game.
Absolutely, Coach. Thanks so much. Good luck tonight. Hey, Jill, you can't beat this right now. Nolensville, Page renewing the rivalry tonight. Both coaches say it does not take much to fire up their boys for this game. Another thing we know is the Region 6 5A title is on the line. We will be bringing the highlights tonight on Fox 17 News, live in Nolensville. Tonight, Johnny Maffey. Guys, back to you.
All right, time now for our FFL forecast, and so far it looks like a pretty nice fall night to close out the regular season. Let's go ahead and bring back our meteorologist, Brett Luna, standing by at Ravenwood High School for our game of the week. And Brett, looks like you're inching closer to kickoff and still a beautiful night on hand.
Hey, Jill, fantastic weather out here, and yeah, inching closer to kickoff. I'm looking over here at the scoreboard right now, 12 and a half minutes until kickoff, and it is a lot of excitement going on. You can probably see over here behind me, I know you've seen them a little bit earlier in the show too, at least I think so, a lot of students over here in the Ravenwood student section. They're all dressed in black for their student theme tonight, and they have been very loud. A lot of energy over there on the Ravenwood side, but then over here on the Brentwood side too, they're all dressed in white with their student section, but they have a lot of a noise going on over there too. They brought a great crowd here. A lot of fans lined up on the side of the football field too, but overall beautiful weather for us for tonight. Temperatures right now, we're in the lower 60s around here. Again, we are at Ravenwood in Williamson County. We have temperatures in the upper 50s to the lower 60s depending on where you're at across Middle Tennessee and Southern Kentucky. As far as any rain goes though, we have not seen any of that. It is nothing but clear skies right here. You could also just see a little bit of smoke earlier. I guess they were cooking some barbecue, but it smelled great out here. It feels great. No rain that we're having to worry about, really just some beautiful weather. We finally got a little bit of rain yesterday, and that was the first rain that we've really gotten in a long time. But then as we head on into early next week, I think we'll finally start to increase that rain chance a little bit better. This weekend though, beautiful. If you have any plans Saturday or Sunday, should be great weather for any of those outdoor plans. Saturday we'll have highs around the mid-70s here, and then I think on Sunday we're going to keep on warming up. We're going to have temperatures around 80 on a Sunday, and then moving on into Monday and Tuesday we're going to stay warm, highs in the lower 80s. But once we hit Tuesday, I think we'll start to bring in a better rain chance too. Tuesday also election day. We could see some showers in the forecast for us on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Maybe just a couple of isolated showers are going to still be possible. Model is not in total agreement on once we get past Tuesday into Wednesday just yet. But overall, I mean, just beautiful weather. And again, a lot of excitement out here. It looks like they're about to start the game. We are 10 and a half minutes out from the kickoff right now, and it is just really, really nice. Here's the cheerleaders coming out. But just a ton of excitement out here. This is going to be a great game. I can't wait to see how this one plays out. But again, if you have any plans tonight's Friday night. If any of y'all are going out on to town, should be great weather for any of that too. Reporting here from Ravenwood in Williamson County, I'm Brett Luna. Now we're going to send it back to Jill in the studio.
Hey, Brett, before we let you go, since you have a couple more minutes before kickoff, and clearly it's getting an excited environment around you, we covered the weather, right? We covered the electric environment at Ravenwood, but you mentioned barbecue. And I want to go back there for a second because you happen to be our barbecue connoisseur at Fox 17. You said you smelt a little barbecue in the air. Can you break down a little bit about what you smelled? I know we've had some other high schools that have cooked for us before. What's in the air over there at Ravenwood tonight?
Jill, you know, I can't see anything. We are on the far opposite side, but I definitely can smell something that smells really good. Like you said, love me some barbecue. I was born and raised in Memphis. Great barbecue out there. But yeah, I'm definitely smelling something good out here in the air tonight. I might go try to give me a bite of this before we head out. But yeah, just great weather, great smell out here, Jill.
Brett, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Go get yourself some barbecue, okay? Okay. Well, stay with us. We're not done yet. We're going to break down our Fox 17 top 17 teams as we head into the postseason. Stay with us. The Frenzy is back right after this.
Fox College Football Friday and Big Noon Saturday kick off a whole new era of college football.
I cannot wait for this game.
With new matchups, historic rivalries, and brand new conference clashes.
Listen to this crowd come alive.
The Big 10,
Whoa.
Big 12,
Unbelievable.
and Mountain West are hitting Friday and Saturday harder than ever.
Monstrous hit.
This is the season we've all been waiting for. College football on Fox.
We are inching closer and closer to kickoff for Week 11, but still have a couple more things to get to, including our Fox 17 top 17 teams. For more on this week's rankings, let's send it over to MTSU football analyst and host of 102.5 The Game, Joe Dubin, for our Fox 17 top 17.
Hi, Jill. It's hard to believe Week 11 of the high school football season. Here's our top 17, Fox 17, to close out the regular season. We do this on a Thursday, so what happens on Thursday night does not impact our Week 11 standings. All right, coming number 17, the Brentwood Bruins. Big game tonight versus Ravenwood. They come in at 17. Number 16, a new entry, Shelbyville. Yeah, having a great year. They come in at number 16. Number 15, Upperman Bees, 9-0 on the season. Let's hope they keep that train rolling up there in the plateau. Number 14, Stewart's Creek, having a great year. Number 13, Nashville Christian School. You know what I think about their head coach, Jeff Brothers, doing a great job. Number 12, FRA, having a great season. Number 11, Marshall County. And coming in right above them, number 10, Pearl Combe. Big game that they're going to play tonight. We'll have all those standings for you and results for you. Jill will in just a little bit. Number 9, the Beach Buccaneers. You know I like Beach, how they run the football. Number 8, the Innsworth Tigers. The Hasselbecks got the team rolling, unbeaten. Number 7, Clarksville. I love having Clarksville in this poll. We almost had them all year long. Great job they're doing up there. And number 6, the Green Hill Hawks. Great job by Coach Crouch. Big game they had last night versus Mount Juliet. Coming number 5, CPA, Ingle Martin. All he does is win. All he does is win. Number 4, Mount Juliet. Big game with Green Hill. They're number 4 as we head into Week 11. Number 3, the Page Patriots, as I say all year long, might have the best roster in high school football in the state of Tennessee. And number 2, there's been a big change. The Oakland Patriots coming at number 2. That's because the number 1 team in our final regular season poll, the Ravenwood Raptors, knocked them off. Ravenwood has a huge game tonight versus Brentwood. Jill, it's hard to believe the regular season is over. Playoffs next week. It truly is the best time of the year. Thanks for doing this, Jill. Back to you.
Thanks, Joe. Definitely the best time of the year. Well, you heard him mention the big one tonight in Williamson County, Ravenwood and Brentwood, our game of the week, and also the Friday Night Rivals game of the week. So be sure to tune in to our sister station, MyTV 30, as soon as this frenzy is over, and the Friday Night Rivals crew will have you covered from start to finish on that big game. As far as some other games tonight go, Hillsboro at Centennial, that will be for the 3rd and 4th place in their region. John Overton at Franklin. Franklin eyeing that 3rd place spot in Region 6, 6A. Summit at Independence. Springfield at Beach. And with a win, Beach will clinch the Region 7 5A title. So a lot of big matchups tonight. We're excited as we get closer to postseason next week. Now, before we close out the show, one more thing we have to do. Our Fox 17 Fantastic Fans. Live looking at Ravenwood High School, our game of the week. Looks like they're getting closer to kickoff. I'm going to take a guess and say the national anthem because I've never seen a student section so quiet before, but there they go. They're excited for the game tonight. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Jill Jelnick. We'll see you back here next week.